possibile riuscire a respirare pace quando i tuoi ricordi restano ancora immobili sotto lo sguardo della morte. Quando il cuore grida un colpo a vuoto, quello che cerchi non è vendetta, ma oblio. Una via d'uscita paradossale che possa mettere in dubbio ogni cosa.
The main character of this film had such a real connection to her character. She was very convincing. I enjoyed the line, "The heart cries for the soul." We see a blurb of the coronavirus, shortage of doctors. And this film is from Italy, and I have to consider that this came from a time of when Italy had a terrible, terrible outbreak and time of restriction. In the very fast scene changes, I take from the film that the woman was a victim of sex assault and was so traumatized she could not get over it and not get the therapy she needed. Perhaps this was the story. However, very well done and very artistic. I like the use of the black and white and the color interchange, and the quick editing was effective.
A very disjointed, erratic narrative here that articulates the inner mind and emotions of this woman who has just suffered through such trauma and anguish. Real emphasis on that anguish there. But what's wonderful about the piece is that it doesn't just simmer in that anguish. We actually get to see her come out on the other end of it. But what we see is that that's not a simple journey. It's one that is needed for us to go in order to us to find our way out.
I really like the different camera shots and angles, the different perspectives. It kept me intrigued. The tone of the movie, the black and white, the anguish she was experiencing, just it really kept me guessing and intrigued. And with the memory she was having, I really liked the writing, by the way. The more I saw to reason, the more I got trapped in the past. I think we've all been there with that. Can really relate to that sort of thing. And the line, "Evil without a cause can exist." I like the music, and to me, the color palette was just great. And between the music and the color palette, the different shots just really set a good tone for this.
Definitely a lot of style here. It's very nonlinear, very stream of consciousness, a very interesting way to approach the story. It's a good way to tell a bigger story in a kind of succinct fashion. It was nicely written and directed and edited that way. The performance on screen was very good. The lead actress did a great job. You really just really believed that she was just being dragged through the depths, when she was going through the hardest parts of this piece. So, it's very dramatic, very, very hard, very engaging.
This is an outstanding performance. I like the out of focus shots, the untidiness and despair of this anxiousness of the character. They have this great special effects and amazingly sensible approach to sexual abuse and the traumatic stains that this experience leaves behind with the victims or survivors. This is very triggering when the victim is played by someone, a female voice, and they have this beautiful scene at the beach as a contrast to the whole thing, the awful tragic thing. They have this beautiful scene and then an ending that you don't know, but you may figure out that's coming. I don't know, but it was amazing.
I really enjoyed the camera work and editing in Libera. There's definitely a sense of turmoil that comes through the shots and even the writing, the words. And I think that the choices to make it black and white and very chaotic and with different close-up shots and faraway shots and blurry images works really well to capture the sense of chaos and entrapment and conflict. And I think it contrasts so nicely with the shots that represent the character's freedom being in full color. I think that's really cool.